Here we go. Boom. What up? What's going on, everybody? What's going on? That's still not updated. Lovely. What's good, people? Let's start figuring this out. Tired. It's been a long week. I'm ready for lineup lock. I don't want any news. I don't want to think too hard tonight. I did not have a lot of time to look at things today. Kind of a bummer. But what are you going to do? Time to figure it all out. Oh, should be an interesting night. Slate's kind of fun, sorta. Yeah, I probably can, Victor. I won't have a ton of LeBron. That'd probably be my only one. But we'll see. I'm still working on my build. Vegas always predicts the Cavs to win. No real issues with that, Billy. Ooh, I gotta wake up. What slack? There's no slack to be picked up in Memphis. No one picks it up. They just get beat worse. there is no slack. Oh man, power forward tricky. What the fuck? Yeah, I'll be honest. I haven't really been following Duke much. I haven't watched much college basketball. I just don't have any interest in it. But I got a bunch of Duke shirts. That's basically it. Oh, man. Briante Weber will play. This is some sort of like D-League showcase game or something? Is it possible to fit LeBron and Giannis in a lineup tonight? Yes. I'll take that bet, Glenn. Whatever, any amount of money you want to put on that, I'm in. Ah, there he is. Hey, USA Online Casinos, I paid attention to you. I'd be very surprised if they canceled any games at this point. That's usually something you do to help people not go to the game, and they're getting a little late. What up, Tree Trunk? Yeah, DeLon Wright would be a sleeper, that's for sure. I like Miles Turner tonight, but I like him just about every night because I think he's good. I feel you, Steven. I want no news tonight. I just want 7 o'clock and to just be like, fuck it. On to the next one. Matthew, turns out LaMarcus Aldridge is gonna go off. So that was kind of ridiculous. Now, Willie Hernan-Gomez is a sleeper. Especially the way that Clifford was talking on Zach Lowe's podcast about getting rookies like real run. I mean, it's a back-to-back-to-back, so they're not really in any... They don't really have much choice but to play their best guys. DeLon Wright and Blakeney or Payne and Zipser. Guys, I don't even know if I can answer that question. There's nothing more painful than the four guys in that question. Whew. Payne and Zipser, but it just makes my heart hurt to even think about it. Michael Jackson's kid is questionable? Collis and DeRozan. What the fuck is the deal here? It's the end of Tyson Chandler. Whoa. There you go. I'm not even sure I can say that first guy's name. Oh, I just want to get something locked in so I can talk. It's a rough day today. Not a lot to talk, or not a lot to look at. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. Not too much, Jokic. At least I don't think I do. We'll find out when I scroll down. Probably Lance in that question. I like Oladipo tonight. The top flight shooting guards outside of Drew, I kind of like all of them. I'm finding it easier to just ignore other positions with guys in that similar salary range. Ooh, gotta wake up. I don't think so. I haven't seen anything about him being out. It's because what you're referencing has nothing to do with those projections. Young, that looks fine. Don't play Van Vliet. That much I can say. Yeah, I don't see a reason why Calderon can't be a punt now that he's starting. I can give you the answer immediately. My projection system is nothing more than the simple projection system from Basketball Reference. Only I use day-to-day stats instead of season-long stats. They even have an example that you could recreate. I didn't come up with anything on my own. I snatched that shit. I think Clarkson looks okay. They're just raw thresholds based on the day's slate. So it's all just sort of buckets of guys. Don't get caught up on the letter grades. They don't really mean anything. It's simply just made up. Not made up, but, use the data. No, you can't talk me into Check Diallo. No, this is... I feel like I'm in jail with this shirt on. It was the first one I saw. Like I said, been a long day. Been a long week. Just kind of overwork right now. CJ Miles out. Not that it matters. I think Beal is completely fine in the GPP. Yeah, Felicio's certainly a punt. I hope Holiday is playing. I'm going to have as close to 0 of him as I can. I like Bam. I don't want Drew Holiday at 9,000 on FanDuel. I can't figure out Lance. I don't know why he got 30 minutes 2 games in a row to begin with. It's just, I don't know. I don't know what to make of it. Damn it. Lance played for New Orleans for like 5 games. Weird. I'm certainly not pivoting to Ian Clark. But I've had Holiday playing the entire day, so absolutely nothing is changing for me for that news. Wow, I was searching for Jason Richardson. I'd rather have Josh Richardson than Wilson Chandler. Back to that question. I don't ever want Frank Ntilikina. I don't even care if he plays 48 minutes. I'm with you, Matthew. I think that I'll be relatively overweight on Oladipo tonight, which is fine by me. What kind of question is that? Yeah, I'm not expecting Embiid and Simmons to both go over 60, but good luck there. If they sit Anthony Davis right now, they might as well just trade him today. They're trying to make the playoffs. They're not going to sit him. I'll bet whatever you want to bet that Simmons and Embiid don't go over 60 points tonight. Any amount of money at all. Zips are over Parsons. You can't take Chandler Parsons. Yeah, most of the season, Oladipo was balling out of control with Collison, so I'll take my chances. I really wish these ownership projections on Awesemo's site would get updated. Yeah, I think Willie's a decent punt. I think that he can get some additional run, just based on listening to Clifford on Zach Lowe's podcast. Kev, that's certainly a GPP lineup. Well, yeah, why would you want to stay in the Roto Grinders chat? This one's better. It's probably not better, but whatever. I mean, I don't ever get Tobias Harris right. Even back to Detroit, like it would be like, oh, Tobias Harris has a great matchup, and he'd take 7 shots, and it's just like, what the fuck? That said, I think he's in a pretty good spot. I like that the salaries come down to $7,500. I'm willing to take the chance on it because I can't nerf him too much more without me feeling ridiculous. Look, again, they're just numbers. You shouldn't use them as raw data. Millsap's just in a weird spot where I wouldn't feel bad about it at the beginning of the year, but he's clearly playing a different role. But I don't generally make manual adjustments to guys. I don't necessarily believe in it, but he's one where we didn't get a lot of information on him throughout the year, so he's basically just Atlanta Paul Millsap, which isn't necessarily proving to be a good rating in my opinion. I will have less LeBron than the field. I'm very wary on how to answer those questions since it turns into a big kerfluffle. A 50-word essay. I think you'll be all right. I think that's just a tweet. You got a tweet due tonight? No, I can't show you DK lineups. I mean, if I get finished everything that I'm doing, sure, but my priority is putting my lineups in more than anything else. I already answer too many questions. I'm not really concerned with DeRozan's thigh. Maybe I should be, but whatever. I'll roll the dice. Fuck it. All right, I'm going with that. Ooh. 34 minutes, Jeremy. No, are you just trying to get me to name AD, or I don't really know how else to do that. Favorite stud, not named all of the other studs. Eight. Shit. What's DFS? I sneaky like Serge a lot tonight, but I also sneaky liked Serge a lot like 2 nights ago, and he didn't play well. I got to be right eventually. Am I worried that Jokic will get less minutes because of a blowout? A little. Clarkson, Freak, Bam, DeRozan, Valentine, Jordan. Who? Probably the first one. Ooh, I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know. Play them both. I don't necessarily have an opinion now that I look at it further. Oh. Blakeney, game time decision. I don't know what we're going to do. I don't know how we're going to hold off not knowing that. Well, I liked Giannis the most a couple nights ago when he played Braun, and that didn't go well. So, again, if I just say I like him again tonight, one of these days I'm going to be right. I think that's the best way to do this, is just say the same shit every day until you're right eventually, which I probably do more often than not anyway. I like Carlson tonight. I don't really have a problem with Rondo. As weird as it sounds, like, I expect him to play just because they need to win. That seems expensive for Jordan Clarkson, but admittedly, I don't follow DraftKings prices all that closely throughout the day. 47, 20, 26... No, I think Clarkson's fine there. Thoughts on Austin Rivers? I really love when he stroked that 3 in Tyler Zeller's face. I don't think that Rondo's suddenly a no-go. I mean, he doesn't have the same upside he had yesterday, but it's not like he's just some scrub now. He could be. I mean, he's Rondo. He's... Young, that's actually true. Tune in tomorrow. Favorite? I don't have a favorite 2 players in cash. Sorry. And maybe in the near future I will, but it's just not something that I've looked at. It's not something that I've focused on today, so... Calderon is perfect for a GPP. I do remember when it was a cash channel beta. It may be soon enough. Again, at least in part. What's on the menu for tonight? Nothing. I ate a gigantic lunch, and the wife is out at a happy hour, so... I was just hoping to not eat dinner. Is Brooklyn Charlotte stack worthy? Not to me. Ben Simmons triple-double. Sure. That doesn't necessarily mean he's going to provide value. He puts up a lot of those like 11, 11, and 12 type games. I don't remember the Oladipo Collison numbers. So let's check it out. I don't want to say the wrong thing there because I've looked at both of them. What's MKG's price? 3,900. What's Felicio's price? I would take Felicio over MKG on DK. DeAndre Jordan, Miles Turner, and Dwight. Oh, for sure, Beto. Look, I liked it. Just it's just different now. Maybe I'll have more time in the future to spend more time talking cash and talking GPP. Or talking DraftKings, rather. What was I just doing? Mills or Joseph or Macklemore on a DK GPP? I guess Macklemore, but I don't want any of them. Ozdemir Rua. I guess I should have said Hua, but fuck it. I'm American. Oh, I don't give a shit about that fight. Surge or Thad Young? Surge for me. Man, these are just not going to get updated, huh? Ask me next week, Roosevelt. But no, I don't play FanDuel, or I don't play DFS golf. I want to, though. Oh, yeah. I got sidetracked. What else is new? Oladipo. Circling back to whoever asked about Oladipo and Collison, I wouldn't do it. I'm figuring Love gets like 28, 29 minutes, something like that. I don't have a favorite lineup. I don't even know what one of my lineups looks like. You should not stack DeLon Wright, Kyle Lowry, and DeRozan. No, I don't like Van Vliet as a flyer in a GPP. Yeah, I'm going back to the Lou Williams well once again tonight. So. Ooh, that's a good one. Marvin Williams or Noah Vonleh? Probably Marvin Williams. I think they're both interesting, at least. Oh. Yeah, I'd be fine with an Aldridge and Beal pairing. How many times has Lou Will let me down in the past month? I don't know. How many times did the Clippers play? All of them? Today I didn't have enough time to really look at anything today, so I'm only in the quarter and then a bunch of single entry stuff. Normally, whatever sort of the lowest GPP is above the quarter. So sometimes it's 4, sometimes it's 444, sometimes it's 6. It just all depends. But I didn't feel confident today because I knew that I wasn't going to have enough time to really pay attention. So it's just a max of the quarter. Good luck, Marcus. James Johnson or Ibaka? James Johnson. Yeah, Rondo was he was something else last night. Rondo, Lamb, Richardson, Felicio, Nick Collison, AD, Love. I don't mind that at all, Beto. At first I was like, ooh, Lamb, but I forgot it's DK. Different pricing. Do I put game time in effect at all? What do you mean? Like what time the game is? Will Lamb and Crab pay off? I don't know, maybe. If I had that kind of information, I probably wouldn't have a Twitter stream or a YouTube stream. Rondo Barton's. Probably Calderon, Oladipo, and Jeff Green. Blakeney's not safe anywhere. He's Blakeney. He's not safe to be in the league next year. He's also not even... He might not even play. Maybe I will go full time. Who knows? Why would anyone pay $500 million for Anthony Joshua? Fuck that. No, Jeremy Lamb couldn't be further from a lock at on FanDuel at 6,600. He was a lock at 4,800 or whatever the shit he was 2 nights ago. Whoa, Cedric. That's awesome, man. Congrats. There it is. There it is. I mean, I wouldn't get super excited about McLemore. I don't have him playing that many minutes. Look, it's the Grizzlies. You're playing with fire. It's GPP only type stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Does he? He's got a B minus. Did I not update anything? Probably not. I'd probably prefer... I'd have to look at the prices. I was going to say Clarkson off the top of my head, but... You don't have to respond to it. Sometimes I want to jump out the window in my office. I don't know what to tell you there. If you're reading into a B- and a top 5 small forward as a lock, I don't know how to correct that process for you. There's no such thing as a lock. So let's establish that for right now. I'm not screwing around with the Knicks at all. Portis, Miles, or Rondé Hollis Jefferson on a GPP. I mean, probably Miles. I feel like he'd be the lowest owned guy out of that group. What if LeBron was 5X? Or 5K? It's probably a lock. Depends on how big the slate is. I'd rather have Hernan Gomez if I was really trying to punt. There we go. Now we're dancing. Whoa. What's up, Cornell? Necessary? No. Who do I have winning March Madness? I filled out the bracket for my wife's work pool. It's the only thing I looked at. I haven't watched a single second of college basketball all year, but I have Villanova. And I'm so far so good in the FanDuel Pick'em contest, whatever the hell it is. Still got 5 teams left. So, fingers crossed for Kansas State picking up another win. That one will be huge. But I feel good there. One team from all 4 regions. Couldn't be happier. If any team was going to lose, I'm happy it was Michigan State. Lance. Rondo historically not good against the Pacers. Well, considering, relatively fresh roster this year, I'm not so sure how much it matters that Reggie Miller played there. Why the fuck do I have 25% John Henson? That is a typo. Glad I caught that. Oh, shit. 6 minutes. Gotta hustle. Oh, I hope he does. I'm still going to have a lot of him, but a 25 was not supposed to be a 25. I mean, I hope Villanova. That'll probably bring me some money. Barkley wouldn't have been able to stop him. He wouldn't have been anywhere near him. So much slower than LeBron. Look, if we're going to do this, LeBron James is the best basketball player I've ever seen, and I don't even find it to be close. There we go. Not yet, I'm not. Kobe. That's funny. Coming in under the wire. Glad you caught that, Gobs. I should be a little heavier than average on Bam tonight. Or at least that's the plan. Whew. I don't know. I just don't understand the thought process in this. Everything in history essentially gets better. It's like saying that Usain Bolt isn't the best sprinter ever because somebody was better so and so 40 years ago. Every sport gets bigger and faster and stronger and changes. LeBron's the best ever. And then some crazy dude is going to be better than LeBron at some point in time. It's just how it is. Ed, me too. Pick two. Bam, Richardson, Johnson. The first two. I don't need it on that page. I have it in my sheet. The column I have here is all of my ownership for everybody. So I'm fairly confident that LeBron James is more athletic and stronger than Will Chamberlain. Not saying that's not an indictment on Wilt, but I'm just confident that I'm right there. Trey Young. That's funny. I have used Fantasy Labs in the past. I use Fantasy Cruncher because it does what I need it to do and because I don't pay for it. So there. I think you're underestimating how strong LeBron James is. So we're talking about Arnold Schwarzenegger and Andre the Giant now. LeBron change like they'd be so confused by the training methods that he does. All right, if LeBron's a horse, then he's Secretariat. Look, again, I'm not trying to say that Wilt Chamberlain wasn't strong, but what I'm saying is that people now are stronger than people back in the 60s. It's just how the world works. What is raw strength? Yeah, it's to me it's not even a question. Like how much have the record Olympic lifts gone up from Wilt Chamberlain's era to now? Like if I went back to 1840 or 1880, I'd probably be the best fucking baseball player ever. But that's not how life works. There it is. Why do I hate Wilt Chamberlain? I don't. He is Wilt Chamberlain to banging broads is like LeBron James to the NBA. He's the best that ever did it. I would like to see Jordan play in this era because of how much mid-range bullshit he took. Alrighty, boys and girls, maybe. Shout out to Mimi. I'm out of here. I'm tired. I want to go watch some basketball. So, I'll see you guys in the morning, and then we'll do another live stream tomorrow night. And I think it'd be a good time to come to the live stream. Might have some news. Bye-bye.